Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. In this video, we're going to be talking about one strategy that will position you for 10 airdrops. And amongst those 10 airdrops are many HyperEVM related airdrops. Now, this is interesting. HyperEVM is the subchain of Hyperliquid. We all know of the first airdrop by Hyperliquid. There is also a second airdrop by Hyperliquid through use of Hyperliquid, I believe. Hyperliquid being a spot DEX and perp DEX on chain built on its own L1. However, it has an L2 to complement its L1, which is known as the HyperEVM chain. It's an EVM compatible chain. So I did a video recently starting my journey with HyperEVM, and then I decided to look for a more efficient route where you use your equity, however minimal, towards 10 of these airdrops instead of, the prospect of one or two. So making this an interesting video. By the way, if you are not on Hyperliquid yet, the link to Hyperliquid will be in the description. You can trade perps on it as well as spot. So it can basically become your DeFi default exchange, and it's on chain. But our focus here is on the HyperEVM chain, which is the subchain of Hyperliquid. If you want to learn more about this chain, I've done a video about that separately. You can also look at ecosystem here. It will take you to the documentation, informing you of the chain and giving you resources where you can explore the ecosystem. But let's focus on the video at hand. This video will involve Resolve app. So Resolve app is a platform that offers a synthetic stable coin, its own stable coin called USR. Okay, so basically all you need to get started with this strategy is USR, the native stable coin of Resolve, meaning that you are basically making use of your stable coin. USR is pegged to the valuation of the USD, and you can get USR by simply swapping your USDC, USDT, whichever stable coin you have on the Ethereum chain into USR. So for those who are wary about, not wanting to, not wanting volatility experience, USR is your gateway token with this strategy. Is the perfect token because it's stable. Now, if you don't have any stable coin, and say you have ETH, for example, you can already swap your ETH directly for USR using, say MetaMask. It's a popular token. So if you type USR here, whether here or on, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, or CowSwap, you will find USR. It's also on CowSwap here. Okay, so you swap. Now, if your tokens are on another chain and you want to bridge it over to Ethereum to receive USR, you can use Jumper or Relay. For this situation, I did bridging myself. Relay seemed to be better in terms of slippage and also gives you XP. So it has a point system. So I used Jumper Exchange for my bridge. Now that you have your USR on the Ethereum chain. Now, by the way, you want to onboard using an invite code. Not that it's compulsory, but it gives you a 25% boost on your points earning on Resolve. So it's very handy. So my invite code is going to be in the description. Now, if you go to Resolve, once you have onboarded here and you now have USR, then you go to points, and you scroll down here to this strategy here and click here. Of course, I will give you the direct link to Muzi Labs in the description. It will take you to this vault here, which will position you for 10 airdrops. Many of these airdrops are related to the HyperEVM chain, such as Hyperlend, HyperSwap, HyperFi, even harmonics. Okay, of course you'll be earning resolve points to the maximum multiplier, which is 30x, but you'll also be earning a share of at least 1 to 2% of the token supply of these projects, including Mizu. So the most feasible strategy there is for someone who wants to apply their stable coins to use across DeFi instead of it sitting idle in their wallets. Now, interestingly, this vault has only 12.8 million TVL. It means that not many participants, not many may know about this. It also means that, you know, in the event of an airdrop, it may be tangible even if you have small principal. Altogether, cumulatively, it may turn out tangible. So deposit, switch to USR. Of course, you can deposit also USDC, USDT directly into this vault. But for this tutorial, I'm taking the route of USR. So I do have some USR, 2 transactions, of course. The first one is an approval transaction. You'll also see the fee expenditure involved. The fees on Ethereum at the moment is not high. So with, you know, maybe 30 cents or so, you'll be able to accomplish this. Okay, so this is 8 cents for the approval. Okay, and the second transaction is the actual deposit, 13 cents, or in that realm. Okay, 21 cents. You can reduce the fee if you so desire, but we'll leave it as is. Let's attempt to reduce it and see if it will work. It may end up failing, or, you know, take a longer time. So it's failing. So I'm going to redo it. Now, mind you, this is a tutorial video. I still intend to look for more, you know, principal. Let's see if it's deposited. Just a moment. For more principal to deposit in, by the way, there's also going to be APY on your deposit. You know, Resolve itself earns you APY, so likely some redeposit APY out of Mizu. So that's a side note there. Wow. Okay, so it did work. This is like fraction. Okay, so my balance is here. It worked. Let's see this. The amount of time. Okay, I think withdrawal is instantaneous, but I don't know what this means, withdrawal deadline, but I believe it's instantaneous withdrawal, and that's about it for this strategy. Now, I forgot to say something. I like another strategy, which you may want to consider, considering you have USR. You know, you may want to keep a portion of it aside for this strategy here, which I'm about to show you, although I've done a dedicated video about it. But it involves a platform called TAC Build. They're basically an L1 built to enable EVM dApps and assets exist on the Ton chain, so right inside the Telegram application. And they are currently having a liquidity bootstrapping event that will position you for earning multiple airdrops as well. And there's a strategy involving USR, so it's of relevance to talk about it quickly in the course of this video. So for this one, you will need to go to Turtle House. I'll add the information in the description. Now that you have some USR on the Ethereum chain, you can just deposit it into a particular vault here. just look for this Volt Resolve USR. Now, if you deposit into this, you'll be earning the TAC airdrop, okay, with a 2.5x multiplier, and you will also maintain earning your resolve points. So you deposit, assuming you have some USR balance, it will populate here, confirm 2 transactions once again, and that's another good strategy to consider, all involving USR. USR thus is becoming a gateway stable coin into multiple yield opportunities and multiple airdrops. Bringing us to the end of this video. To conclude this video, visit airdropc.com and submit your email to subscribe to airdrop reminders. I'm working on 100 solid airdrop opportunities. It will be ready soon. I've reached the 100 mark already, but I'm just writing out the associated publication tutorial for each. When it's ready, I'll be sending it out to email subscribers, so submit your email here to subscribe. In the description there will be a bunch of other airdrop opportunities there. Check them out, as well as productivity tools. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, or this Twitter. Stay awesome, take action, subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials.